Morning, another day on the farm. Today we are going to catch up to speed just a little bit. As you can see, we've got the hip board and the base board done all the way around. The only thing we have to do is this side we have to put a C-channel on the bottom, but it is all laid out, ready to go. That's for when I want an easy job. We've got 2 sticks to put up yet for our south purlin, and if you watched us do that, ordinarily you would run a string from the pipe strap in to the opposite pipe strap and then run it straight. But what we have been able to do, because it already was established, is just have somebody spot it and by eye put her down. Works okay. I just want it straight. So we've got just 2 more sticks to put up there and we'll be done. But because I'm all done at the center, we are going to put the peak supports in, and ordinarily I don't think that I would have to do this, but I just elected to. I mean, it's kind of hard to argue more is not good as far as strength. So I'm building this extension just as though it's a standalone unit. In other words, it's doubled up on the ends. We'll see how it goes. Like I said, I don't think it's going to hurt anything. It just may make it stronger. So let's see how many times I can drop this on my head. It's not a real fun job, but we'll see if I've learned from my mistakes. Stay with us. You've seen that is my least favorite place to work, right up in the peak. I've got about 100 degrees coming off that interior roof, and it is hot. But you've seen us drive the nuts tight and then put the teak screws in for double protection. And when I have that kind of a junction there, I actually wrap it with Gorilla Tape. Make sure it's smooth to the plastic. Let's see if I can get you there. Yeah, that's good. Don't look pretty, but she'll hold. Well, we'll finish up these other 4 connection points and we're done. Well, we'll recap what we did here today. We got tired. At this point of the project, just wanted me to point out, you're very, very tired of doing it. If you're like me, I got an erector set when I was 9 years old. Thought it was just cool. 1,000 little pieces, a couple bags of screws and parts, probably 832 threads. And they came from China, I'm sure. And I played next to the Christmas tree Christmas Day until my fingers bled. My dad looked at me, he said, "Son, I don't think you're gonna get your Ferris wheel built." Well, Dad, I'm telling you, I'm still working on that erector set. And my Ferris wheel's about built, but I'm tired of it. Some important things that we're using. This, of course, is named Mobile Cart 1, Crib 1, excuse me, Mobile Crib 1. That's going to get burnt when I'm done. And I just want you to know that we got a stainless steel sink, I believe, for washing vegetables on it. And that's the way it came to us. I did not put the supports on that acute angle. So my hat goes off to the builders of that, but it wasn't me. Another important item is the forks. You've seen us use those. I think I spent maybe $150 from Harbor Freight on them. But they've got the 2x4 fronts. I don't know what it's used for, but I use it as a 2x4 for my lift. Fits right down in there tight, and that's how we put the arches on. Some other things that you would need if you're building a Zimmerman High Tunnel is steel cutoff. We, although we're not using an awful lot on this one, when you do end walls from scratch, you use that all the time. Tool belt's handy, but if you got the mobile crib, you really just weighs you down. It pulls my pants down. I don't like it. Small handheld grinder, impact wrench, and I believe that's a 1/2 inch drive primarily. We have had this for 3 high tunnels. That is really a nice drill. Master Force. Good set of gloves, unless you like slivers in your fingers. At least 2 clamps, a couple of hammers. We do have a dead blow, and then the steel mallet for a little bit heavier. jobs. There's our tape, one 9/16 drive, pair of scissors, some drills, marking utensils. That's a couple of screwdrivers and some drivers. That's about the extent of the tools that you need for doing what we're doing right now. But I just kind of wanted to run you through it. Most importantly, you need a wife that will lift you up in hydraulic front end loader and not drop you. I'm sure it crossed her mind a few times. In fact, I asked her if she wanted to take a ride in it, and she just flat ass refused. And other than your wife or somebody you really trust, we're using a John Deere. Pretty good hydraulics on it. It doesn't move once you take your hand off the control arm. It's an 870, and she may be old, but she's old. She's golden. About 3,000 hours on it. Purrs like a kitty. So there's my update. We have about maybe one more day of fiddling around. I'll keep recording it, and then we take this plastic off, which will be a fairly easy job, and get ready to pull a new piece of plastic on it. And I know you all are worried about pulling plastic on a high tunnel. Don't. We've lost a lot of sleep on it. Just don't do it in the wind. You'll be fine. Later. Morning. It's Sunday, and the wind is about 10 to 15 gusts today. So it's not real nice out here, but we're hoping that tomorrow we're going to have 3 to 5. We might be able to pull plastic. So today we are going to finish our end wall, putting that together, and hopefully get that snugged in. And then we will be taking off this plastic this afternoon with the help of the wind, and get ready for a pull tomorrow. So I'll let you watch, see how we do, what problems we encounter, and thanks for joining in. I think it's probably more level than it was when I took it out. Got my vent back in, that's in place. Obviously there's no power hook to it yet, but we don't need that to pull plastic, but we do need it up in place. And we're well along. We'll keep you posted. Thanks for joining. Well, I wanted to give you an update if I could. This is the night before our plastic pull. And I'm going to swing you around and show you. It was about 10 miles an hour wind today. And we took the wiggle wire out of the top. Then we took it off that side. And then we brought it over to this side and took it off there. And it just came right off thanks to the wind. We've got a big pile of it over there. So what Jess and I have done is every 24 foot we've thrown a rope, and the rope goes all the way over to the other side. Total length of the 192 foot. All the way down there's ropes. That's just one of the jobs we had to get ready. We have also, you can see my rope right there. Now we probably could pull right now. It's absolutely quiet. It's already. We've also put tape in the joints because that is a sharp spot that I don't want the plastic to get snagged on once it's tight. All the way up and down it. I think that we're about ready. I'll show you how your plastic comes down here. Here's some residual plastic on the ground. We cut a piece of it off and just laid it down, kind of protect it when we're walking on it, the new. There's the old, folded up. And this is how your plastic comes. That's 500 pounds of plastic. We'll get that staged probably yet tonight. Open it up and make sure it's okay. I can hardly believe that we did that. It's really big. We'll get this pulled on there in the morning. I've got a couple tricks that I'll show you. And hopefully it goes okay. I mean, I think it's quite common to get yourself all worked up about pulling plastic. But every time I've done it afterwards, we look at each other and blink our eyes and say, well, that wasn't too bad. Whether it really will be easy, that's what we call good content. Hopefully the sun's out and it warms that plastic up so we can stretch it without hurting it. The end came out real good. heavy. Hard to believe that that's 500 pounds of plastic is going to be on that roof. I don't know what that is divided out per arch. Not very much. Well, we'll keep you posted tomorrow morning. I need to give my body a good night's sleep, and then we will pull it on there, and I'll show you how we do it. Stay with us. See you tomorrow.